Hola a todos, hello everybody. First video from 2023. Feliz año a todo el mundo. Happy New Year to everybody. I want to thank everybody that has been watching my videos during 2022. Plus some of you have been following me already for 10 years. Because if you check my old videos, I have a lot of old videos. You know, I've been making videos for 10 years now on the YouTube. Like maybe you can check some of those older ones whenever you have nothing else better to do. Y gracias a todos por haber seguido mi canal durante tanto tiempo. Okay, this is my top 20. Hard rock, thrash metal, heavy metal. Yes, I worked quite hard on it. It was not easy to make this list. And some of the albums at the back here didn't make my list. I got some other records also from 2022 that didn't make the list. Also, it's only full-length albums. That's why I like stuff like this. That was also released this year. You know, this Guns N' Roses stuff. This Legion, for example. You know, the comeback EP. All this stuff is not on here either. Solo son discos de larga duración. ¿Vale? Eso es lo que sale en este top 20. Okay, let's start with number 1 or no, number 20. It's better to start with number 20. And I'm going to start, of course, with a band that released the album on Frontiers Records. And I'm talking about VYPERA. And this is a hard and heavy album. Very cool 80s sounding. You know, if you like all those 80s bands like Firehouse, XYZ, Hurricane, you know, even Slaughter. I mean, you check this band out. Check out the song Cold as Ice. Great song. All the album is great. Okay. On number 19, I wrote everything down here, so I have to go little by little. On number 19, we have, SPHINX. This is the first full-length album. They have been releasing some demos, you know, they have been making them themselves, very limited. You know, I think they recorded some live stuff and also some rehearsal stuff, and they've been releasing that. But now, finally, they released their first full-length album, DEATHSTROKE. And this is, of course, it's great for Darkness fans. Violence Force, early Exhumer, you know, the first album by Exhumer. Just great speed metal, you know, great thrash speed metal. It's quite very cool. On number 18, we have the new Def Leppard album. You know, a lot of people, or they like it or they don't. I did like this album quite a lot. There's maybe too many ballads on it, but I still like those songs too. They know how to write great songs. Check out Take What You Want. That sounds actually like an old Def Leppard sound. You know, like the sound of the early Def Leppard days, you know. Okay, on number 17, we have Megadeth. I mean, I think Dystopia, the album that came out before this, was much better than this one. A lot better. Some people say it's not like that, but it's my list, you know, it's my top 20. And I really like this album. I'm not saying I don't. And maybe in the future I will like it more and more, because it's a grower of an album. But I listened to this quite a lot during the year. I also have it on CD. But yeah, it's a great album, really it is. By number 17, it doesn't mean it's not a good album. You know, they're all good albums. They are on my list. On number 16, we have Lamb of God with their new album. Of course, they're all new albums, sorry. And this is, again, a very strong album. A lot of intense and heavy, groovy songs. A lot of thrash metal is in here too. A lot of people don't realize that, but I mean, you should check out, you know, this album for you to maybe understand a little more what they sound like, because a lot of people don't even know Lamb of God is a modern band. I don't follow modern bands, you know, they say, but it's a lot of classic stuff is on here too. You know, you don't have to worry too much. If not, I would not like it anyway. Check it out. Omens by Lamb of God. On number 15, we have a Spanish band, a local band, and it's Invisible War. And this is their first full-length album they made, Over the Fog. And this is a great, metallic hardcore album. I made a video about this record. You can check out that video. It's a great album. A lot of great songs on it. If you like Propane, you know, and Chromax, the Crumpsuckers, maybe like all that stuff, you know, you will like Invincible War. Check my video I made like maybe a couple months ago. On number 14, we have the new Saxon. Maybe the Pilgrimage. That sounds very much like Crusader, I think. Remember the Fallen is a great song too. There's a lot of great songs on here. It's a very cool album, and I love the cover art. You know, you know, I'm really happy that they're still releasing strong albums. And talking about strong albums, it's the new Blind Guardian album on number 13. Especially I like the song Secrets of the American Gods. That's a great song. For sure you guys see a lot of classic bands here. But of course these are the bands that I grew up with. You know, when I was like 14, I started listening to these bands. The back catalog, you know. Because I, you know, like during the early 80s I was not around, of course. I mean, I was around, but I was not into heavy metal. Because a lot of people don't know, I am 47 now. I was born in 1975. That's why it was the late 80s when I started listening to a lot of these classic bands. And of course, when they release a new album, you know, maybe I like them more than I should like them. Only because it's a nostalgic thing a little bit too, what I have in that band. But I still think it's an honest list what I made. And I really think that this album should be on number 14 and this on number 13. Because they're just great albums. But the ones I'm going to show later, now, I mean, they are better. And talking about a better album is this band. This is a band from the US. And the name of the band is SANHEDRIN. And this came out on Metal Blade Records. Great old school new wave of British heavy metal sounding mixed with US metal. Just a great release. I think it's the third or fourth full-length album. But this is a great album. I made a little note here, but it's just a great album. This is. It's SANHEDRIN. Lights on Metal Blade Records. Female fronted band. That's always very cool. I always like that. On number 11, we have actually one of my wife's favorite bands, and this is her CD, but I listen to this a lot too, with her in the car and everything. It's the Hardcore Superstar new album. And this is great again, sleazy, hard and heavy, you know, sleazy glam, you know, it's really great. A lot of catchy songs, of course. Check the song, Catch Me If You Can. Just check that song. I follow this band since 2005. That's when they released their Hardcore Superstar album. I never liked the name of the band. I thought the name of the band, I never liked it. And I think a lot of people don't check them because the name of the band. But they are a great, sleazy hard rock band. Abrakadabra is the name of the album. Number 10, sorry. We have a Spanish band, Tierra Santa, with their new album, Destino. En español. Check the song El Dorado, my favorite song from this album. The next one is again a Spanish band, REDSHARK. Check out the song Never Too Late by REDSHARK. That's a song written by Philip, you know, the guy behind this band, really. And also he's also in other bands. But you know, this is a great traditional heavy metal, US metal. You know, if you like Vicious Rumors, old days, Abattoir, you know, maybe too. Attacker, you know, bands like that. But Never Too Late is like more like a hard and heavy song. It's really, really cool. Also, Jack Panzer fans should check out this band. REDSHARK. And this is on Listenable Records. You know, quite a big label they are on. High glossy paper. Looks really, really cool. You know, the booklet is amazing. Great photos. Great. Great release. Talking about the other great release. Some thrash metal grenades are coming now. The new KREATOR, Hate über alles. Check out the song Crush the Tyrants, Conquer and Destroy, and Strongest of the Strong. Great video clip, great song, one of the best thrash metal songs of the year. Stronger of the Strong, great song. Destruction on number 7. Are we number 7 already? Wait, I think 9, 8, 7. Yes, number 7. We have Destruction with a new album, and this band, you know, since the one before, you know, Born to Perish, those and this one, they're very dark again, you know, and very straight to the point, obscure, like obscure sounding thrash metal. You know, Sodom also went back in that style, and Destruction too, you know, like from the early days, but with the production of nowadays. A different lineup, but a great lineup. Great album, Diabolical. It's yes, just great. I want to mention the guitar player, the new guitar player, Martin Furia. He's an Argentinian guy, and he's also in the band Bark, a Belgian band. He's a master guitar player, really, really good. Okay, on number 6 we have Machine Head with their new album. Lot of variety, you know, like a lot of different styles, different vocal performance. You know, you go from thrash metal to heavy metal. You know, that's crazy, but some parts are really heavy metal. They remind me of the band Rage from Germany, some parts, strange enough. Some groove parts in it, very catchy songs, brutal at parts, very melodic at other parts. Just a great album of Kingdom and Crown, the new Machine Head. A lot better than the album before. You know, the album before I never liked it, but this is, I mean, the ones, you know, the one before this one, was weak, but this one is very good. Talking about good album, is this third album with the same vocalist. And this is Deceiver by Arch Enemy. I will see them again live this year, 2023. Always great. So many good songs on here. But just check one. In the Eye of the Storm. In the Eye of the Storm. Great video clip too. Arch Enemy with the new opus. Great album, Deceivers. Melodic death metal, but with thrash metal too. Very cool, very cool. And a lot of heavy metal. Accept, you know, you can, some of the riffs are like practically stolen from old Accept. Very cool. Talking about cool again, the new Skid Row. The new vocalist was a surprise of an album. A lot of great songs on here. I love October Song. I mean, just check out October Song. It's a beautiful, like a beautiful song. Then, a big surprise again, number 3, White Skull, Italian power through metal. Check out Metal Never Rust, the name of the title track. And check out also Skull in the Closet. Check those 2 songs. Great artwork. It just looks amazing, sounds amazing. Great with Francesca, I think is in the vocalist name. You know, it's just great. You know, they made so many albums, this band, but White Skull is still going strong nowadays. Another band that goes strong nowadays is the Scorpions. Check out the song. There's so many good songs, but check out Shining of Your Soul. That's the only one I'm going to recommend. But this is a great album with Mickey D on drums. It's just, I love this album. I love the artwork too. I love everything about this album. It's just great how Klaus still sounds nowadays. But on number 1, it's the new Ozzy Osbourne. And this album, I think it's the one that I played the most during 2022. Patient number 9. So many great songs, so many famous people are on here. Tony Iommi, Duff McKagan, Robert Trujillo, Zakk Wylde, of course, is on here. Great sounding album too. A lot of great songs. I mean, yes, Mr. Darkness is a great song. Yeah, I think I like them all. You know, I love the title track. That was really, really good. And I will see this band, I mean, OZZY live in May this year. You know, I bought the tickets in 2018 or 2019. But then he had an accident and he had troubles. Okay, that was it. I had to go fast through this because I don't want to make it too long, the video. I hope you like it. I made it today, the 1st of January 2023. I'm going to upload it right now. Feliz Año Nuevo a todos. Gelukkig nieuwjaar. Happy New Year. And stay metal, everybody.